Hi there guys, Tom Quayle here for Guitar Interactive Magazine, back again with another review. This time of this lovely guitar here. Now this is made by a British luthier called James Collins. Now James completely hand-built his guitars. This is a hand-built instrument, and this is called the GTA Cocobolo. Now, if you've not heard of Cocobolo before, it's a beautiful exotic tone wood. Now the actual guitar itself, as we'll see, is built from mahogany, but there's various appointments, the top wood, the fretboard, so on and so forth, that have got this Cocobolo in. In terms of a guitar, it's actually fairly straightforward. So let's start off at the headstock end, work our way down, see what we've got, and then we'll have a listen to it. Just a single pickup in this case. So starting up here, we've got 3 per side, high ratio 18:1 Grover tuners, finished in gold, matches very nicely with the Cocobolo finish as well. And then we've got James's logo here, James Collins just on the top here, with a matching Cocobolo overlay for the actual headstock. Looks really nice with that 3 per side classic, but just enough of a flare on the top to give it its own kind of unique look. There's binding running around the side of the headstock, and actually that matches all the way around the guitar. Okay, so I'll show you the binding in greater detail in a second. If we turn the guitar over, there's the back of the headstock, and as you can see, as we follow this down, this is actually a mahogany neck with that Cocobolo fingerboard. Now, Cocobolo is beautiful. It's got a nice red colour to it, a red finish with lovely grain. But the mahogany here, you can see, is beautiful as well. It's got this lovely thin, stippled kind of grain going through, and then we've got the Cocobolo strip running down the centre with a fully adjustable truss rod throughout. Okay, if I turn the fretboard back round, okay, here we've got the Cocobolo fretboard with this lovely wave running right the way through, and some very small, subtle mother of pearl inlays. Although this guitar uses exotic tone woods, it's very subtle in its design, so it looks great. It's never over the top. The neck feels superb. This, to me, feels like a C shape. It's kind of a medium C shape. It's not too fat, not baseball-like. It's very, very, very comfortable indeed. Glossed on the back, not my preference, but a lot of people like gloss because it definitely adds to the look of the guitar. But there's lots of custom features available on these guitars. They're custom guitars, basically, but the GTA Cocobolo is part of a range that James has put together. So this is the standard finish that we've got here, but you could get that changed if you wanted. Medium nickel silver frets. Just the right size. They've got a nice peak to them, nice finishing as well, so it makes the guitar very playable indeed. And as we come up here, you'll see we've got the 2 dots on the 12th fret, and then basically we've got 22 frets up at the top of the guitar here. Now if we turn over again, mortise and tenon neck joint here, which is very good for stability, but also very good for sustain. And then we've got the contoured neck heel here, and very generous cutaways on either side, especially on the treble side here. Very useful for getting the hand up there, given that the neck joint is fairly tall and fairly wide, but that doesn't hinder your playability at all. Okay, so moving on to the body, 1-piece mahogany body. It's not 2 bits butted together. This is a single piece mahogany body. Beautiful grain. I love this little feature here. These will obviously all be unique. Again, finished in gloss. And then if we turn to the side, hopefully you guys can see the binding that's running all the way around. Okay. The only place that's not bound is across the fretboard, but the binding starts again up at the top end. But you can see here the lovely binding going around there. And again, nice and subtle. Good choice of colours. And as we turn over, there's the stunning Cocobolo top, which is a book match top, 2 pieces, book match very well indeed actually. And there's that lovely red colour that you get from Cocobolo, really nice with a big gloss finish, not super thick or anything. Lovely contours around here, really, really comfortable. So a very comfortable design. And in terms of hardware, again, you could change these things if you wanted to, but the standard GTA Cocobolo has a bare knuckle black dog, a single humbucker finished in gold, obviously to match everything else, Tunematic bridge, Nashville Tunematic bridge, and then we've got a proper, real, genuine Bigsby. Okay, not something I would have on a guitar, but loads of people love these things. But you could change features out as you so desire on these instruments as well, just for an upcharge, basically. Very reasonably priced guitar. I won't quote the price, you'll see it in the magazine because it depends on where you live, obviously. But if you're in the EU, this guitar is very, very nicely priced for a hand-built custom guitar. And then lovely touch here, we've got these recessed volume and tone knobs. Now they're recessed, it's maybe a little bit hard to pick up on the camera, but there's a gold ring around each of these, and they are actually recessed into the body, so that's a lovely touch. And I always think that adds a lovely element of boutique flavour to custom built guitars when they recess the controls. Flat top, and then obviously just the input jack on the side there, which is not recessed, so you can get angled plugs in like this one, which is nice. That is great. That requires a very good push to get the lead in, so that's not going anywhere once that's in there, which is a lovely feature. And we've got these very subtle, small gold over, when I say oversized, what I mean is the actual pin compared to the actual head of the unit is oversized, so your strap is going to lock in there very nicely indeed. So, very nicely made guitar. It's quite easy to demonstrate this one because it's got a single pickup on it and a volume and a tone control. So we're going to start with a clean tone. You kind of heard the dirty tone in the intro, but we'll do that one more time for you. Here's the clean tone, volume all the way up, tone all the way up. There's a lovely kind of hollow woodiness to it. For a bridge-only pickup guitar, this has got a lot of kind of depth to it. Okay, let's roll the tone control down. Almost sort of acoustic in nature. Very, very nice indeed. Now, what I'm going to do now, because there's very little to kind of demonstrate on here, it's a very kind of like plug in and play kind of guitar. We'll just switch over to the overdrive and let you hear how that sounds as well. Okay, so we switched over to the overdrive now on the amplifier. First thing you'll notice is this guitar's got a really nice mid-range kind of honk to it, very kind of cool mid-range frequency response. So we get this. This is just our studio amp, the overdrive channel, no pedals or anything here. If we roll the volume down, roll the tone down a little. A little bit further. And that bridge pickup cleans up quite nicely. So, whilst it's not the most versatile guitar in the world, it's not designed to be. It's designed to be just a plug in and play. Looks great. The feel is really nice as well. The neck is great. And for that kind of price, you're getting a guitar that's really well made by a great luthier in the UK. So, well worth checking out. James has got a range of guitars. So this is the James Collins GTA Cocobolo. I hope you enjoyed the review, guys, and I will see you next time.